Hey guys, welcome back to the newest layout update video. I am so excited to be making another video finally in my very busy schedule, but I'm more excited to be showing you guys what's been happening on the layout. And lots of progress has been made and I'm so excited to show you. I just can't handle all the excitement. I have lots of new track, well, new to me track, it is used track from another person's layout, but I got a heck of a deal on it and I've never had this much track in my life, which means there's endless possibilities and that is so exciting. So obviously without further ado, let's go open all the track. So as you can see, that's a lot of track. When I purchased this, I did not expect that much track. There was so much more than I expected and so many switches, like tons. So obviously you can tell I'm overly excited about this. And like I said in my intro, the possibilities are endless right now at the moment for me. And that brings so much joy to me. So as I said, lots of progress has been made. So without further ado, let's flip the camera around and let's show you guys what's been happening. So originally I wasn't sure if I wanted a single track or double track. In the end, I've kind of made the finalization that having two tracks is more fun with friends especially, and that is something that means a lot to me because friends come with trains in my world, and I wanted to have multiple friends over and be able to run multiple trains, at least two per track. So ultimately, obviously, I went with the 2-track mainline. So that is the biggest difference, and sorry for this gigantic mess. Fast track is a puzzle. And one day I will sell all the fast track and go to some real track. But anyways, let's continue. So that's the biggest change, is the 2-track mainline going around here. Over here, I'm thinking about having a very small engine terminal. I gotta keep room for this door and I don't wanna clutter up this area too much. So we have two small tracks here, just big enough for a larger engine and a smaller engine. Both of these are pretty decent size though, I think. So we've got 2 tracks here. Might change a little bit, still working with it. And we've got another switch here that I'm gonna do some sort of small industry over here that we can, as you can see, there's reefers right there. As we continue this way, we have the regular full siding. I'm not sure what all is gonna go here yet. I'm thinking a passenger station right here. And if right here laying out, as you can see, is my 072 switch into the workroom, which we'll follow back to later. Still deciding if I really want to do that or not. Seems like a headache, but we'll see. But like I was saying, the station might go right here. So there's the inside track, the outer passing siding, and then the main line for the outer. Passenger station right there, and right here, like I said in my other video, this will be the width of this hallway here will come out. So I'm thinking scenery-wise, I'm nowhere near there yet. Have like a rocky mountainside on each side and have a bridge here that obviously will lift out or fold out. So keep following the main line over here. I originally had thought about putting a yard here in the center to take up a bunch of space, and I had space in the center, but I'm kind of going away from that idea because I want to use this space for a town, some industry, because the inner loop, I'm gonna have some switches come out so that there's some activity on the inner loop and it's not just another loop inside of a loop. I'm a big guy on like actual functionality and being able to do switching maneuvers and whatnot, but still be able to run the trains consistently in a loop whenever I just want to run trains. So we'll bring it over here, and that leads to the yard. Over here we've got a crossover. I might add a second one here so you can go both directions, but I at least wanted one so I had access to both tracks. And if you look here, so we've got a very short yard lead here. It's about 4 or 5 cars or so long, which I wanted to make sure that I could run trains and not foul the main line here. So that's just big enough to do some operation that I want. But it also acts as a Y. So I can reverse trains to go the other direction or just an engine. I really wanted to incorporate that because I feel like that's a major thing along with the crossover. Access both tracks, but also be able to turn your engine or your train around. So this right here, let's go back here. This is an 060 switch, 060 curve here, 072 switch, and an 060 switch. So I'm gonna be able to accommodate pretty large engines. I believe a big boy is able to barely squeeze on 060 with its minimum being 072. But I at least wanted to do the majority of large steam engines, and this will do that. So it was originally just this switch here, no switch here, and straight, but I wanted to put a 060 switch right here because then I could do larger freight cars or passenger cars and be able to build 2 lines of the same train, so I could pull this row of 4 coal hopper cars out, back it up onto that set of 5 in the caboose, and then take the entire train out. So I don't have a gigantic yard to build that entirely long train, but I can put it together to take it out of the yard and out onto the main line. So this yard's got 1, 2, 3, 4 tracks at the moment. I have a switch here, which could be a 5th and even a 6th, but I'm debating on making that a 060 switch so that I could put larger things right there, maybe set your engine on there and bring it onto the main line. Like I said, obviously this all still in the works. I want to figure out the track plan so then I can take it apart in sections and build up the wood base and everything else that comes with that. So I had an idea of what I really want to do. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you've seen that in my parents' house, which I still have I have the buildings up there still, and most of the track is gone and it's here. But I had shelves all along the wall that would hold my trains, which I could then go behind the layout and pick one off the wall. Because I worked so hard at the walls on this basement, and I'm using most of the area, and I can't walk back here, obviously, to grab a train. Storage is a big thing for me, which is why I'm so into having sidings and little yards. Like, here's some storage for cars, storage for engines or cars. I might put a little industry here and make that dual functionality. And then over here, I want more tracks to store more cars. Not necessarily engines, it could be obviously, but you have more cars typically than engines, or at least maybe I don't know. Does that make any sense? I don't know. But regardless, I wanted to have enough storage that I could leave cars on the layout for multiple months at a time until I really want to switch to a different theme of freight car or passenger car, whatever, what have you. So storage is a big thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 tracks here. Oh, that's a great amount of storage. And I'll still be, functionality, like I said, is one of my key things. So being able to use this yard while there's trains going, that is going to be a great thing for me. That is something I love doing. I love switching while having other trains going. When I have friends over, they can run their trains. I can build a train for them. They can grab it, bring it onto the main line. They can come turn their engine or train around. Very exciting for me. I'm very, as you can probably hear in my voice, I'm very enthused about doing this. Yes, there's a Christmas tree and it is not Christmas. Don't worry about it. It's close enough to Christmas. We'll just leave it till then we'll take it down or if it gets in the way. So as I said, the outside loop has got a bunch of functionality things. And the inside loop, I don't want just the loop and loop and loop again. So outside's got the yard, switching over here, Like I said, the inside's gonna have some industry, maybe some dead end sidings, probably not a whole passing siding. I don't know yet. I don't wanna make this too much track and not enough scenery. Scenery makes a layout for me and seeing your train go through things. So I don't want, this is already quite a bit of track. I want to make sure that it's not too much track and I can still do nice scenery and it's not just all these plastic gray lines of track. So we're over here, and I may or may not do this. I am really iffy about it. But this curve right here, once I put it in place on the outside main line, fits perfectly around here. I'm thinking about this, and it's quite a lot of bridges to have like a fold out table. The logistic part of doing this might be tough, having that switch. So I don't know if I want to go through all that headache just to have some yard space in this room, or just bring a troubled engine in there and work on it, or train car, whatever. But we'll take you in here and we'll head this way. This is the workroom, and I've got my table set up here. Got a TV for entertainment, drums in the corner, and I've got a shelf here that holds all the other stuff that I've got here at the moment. As you can see, lots and lots of switches. These are all the ones I've used. These are all the ones I've used. So I've got like 3 72Ys, and I've got a bunch of 48-foot right-hand switches. Not 48-foot, 48. Got some cards, got the GG1 there, and there's more curves in here, lots of trestle bridges, and yeah, so this is the workroom. Looking pretty nice. You can actually see the floor now. And so that track will come in here, and I'll do 1 or 2. I might use that Y and put 2 tracks here. There's some more storage space for trains right here, and it'd be right next to the workbench. So that's the idea. There's more storage space. I don't know if I want to go through the headache of it. It would be nice to have more space to play with, you know, with switching cars, bringing a whole passenger train out and whatnot. But maybe it's just not worth it, and just, oh, I have an engine, let's pick it up off the layout, bring it in the workroom, let's fix it. So I don't know if I said in my last video, but I want to build like a wood workbench and put pegboard up, which I think I did say that in the last one. And so I can have all my tools and everything. Think I might relocate that table to over here, move the drums somewhere into another room, kind of get rid of them. I don't play them that much anyways anymore. So then you can have the tracks and then your whole workbench over here and whatnot. So this is the layout at the moment, and obviously, like I've said, I'm very excited, and you obviously can tell that based on everything that you've seen in the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like down below, and also don't forget to subscribe. Please leave a comment, some feedback or your ideas, anything else you want to comment. I try my best to respond to them, and I love talking to you guys. So let me know down below what you think, and leave me a like, subscribe, turn that bell notifications on, and I will see you in the next video.